What is up, everybody? This is Tarna again. And after I recorded that video and shared everything that's going to be in this course for you, I figured you were not going to want to wait. So is it okay if I just over deliver right now? I want to show you one of the videos from our little underground community. This is a training series that I started back in January. This was about 2 months after I really mastered my chatbot and was starting to see results. And at that point, I wanted to share it with my team of about 1,000 and get them to start employing their chatbot too. So I'm going to show a short clip from one of those trainings back in January of 2018 when I first started teaching them these same skills and what started a huge avalanche of massive results for them. So I'm going to hit play. Go ahead and implement this right now. What you're going to see in this video is the beginning steps of what you need to do to get your bot working. If you do this right now, you can start racking up subscribers while you and I start working together and learning the rest of the skills and all of the cool tools that come with the chatbot. All right, guys, so before I start this video, I want to just share with you that this was such a special time in my entrepreneurship journey. This week, my little sister had ended up in the hospital, and we weren't sure at some points through the night if she was going to make it or not. And the next day I was able to get my son, my mom, and myself on a plane to go out to Pennsylvania to be with her. And if I had not employed things like my chatbot or had started out on my digital marketing career, I would have never been able to do that in the drop of a hat without really making some massive shifts with my job. And that's just one of the beautiful things, that when you start to create a safety net of skills that will allow you to pay yourself from anywhere in the world, you just embark on life with a whole nother sense of security and a whole nother sense of comfort. And that is something else that I got to capture in this video, and what makes it so special with me, or excuse me, what makes it so special for me to share this with you. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to let you see this video, and then again, I'll see you on the inside. Bye-bye.
All the way from Vietnam, guys. Check that out. We are a global business, and this proves it. So thank you, Coach Lou. Appreciate you being here tonight. Or what time is it there?
The morning, yeah.
It's like morning, isn't it?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. That's crazy. All right, cool. So now we actually have a new series that I'm so excited to share with you guys. We got Miss Tarna Sadler coming out. She is the corporate escape artist. I love that brand. I think it's so awesome. Tarna, thank you for being here. She's going to do a little series, a 4-part series on ManyChat, getting your ManyChat running. This is going to be super critical for anybody that's new out there. Pay attention right now. Tarna, take it away.
All right, guys, my first question is there anybody not using ManyChat? If you're not using ManyChat, type no in the chat roll so that I can kind of see how many people we have that aren't using that just yet. It is free, so before you decide whether you would or not. Okay, we have a lot more no's than I was expecting. Well, the 4-part series, tonight we're going to go over your setup, how to get subscribers, what are some of the pros and cons of using ManyChat, and then a couple of the hacks I've used. Over the series, we're going to talk about how to respond to more infos. So as I have my ads running, if somebody comments and asks for more information, in about 3 to 5 minutes, ManyChat will respond on my behalf. That is by far my most favorite part. I'm not going to go over that tonight. So stay tuned. In the weeks to come, I'll go over that in the series. Again, tonight, we're just going to be talking about some of the ways to set it up. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen, folks?
You're good.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so to set up ManyChat, it is going to first come in and ask you to sign in with Facebook. So I'm sure you are all capable of doing that. I won't use our time for that tonight. But there is a critical piece when you do set it up. A lot of people miss this, and this is why ManyChat can kind of get turned off or disregarded right up front. So the very first step with ManyChat, again, it is free. to a certain point. At a certain time, you may want to start paying the $10 a month to use some more of the services. So setting it up, once you come in, you always want to go to automation. This is what is one of the most critical pieces. Actually, I'm going to back up just a little bit. I want to explain what ManyChat is. ManyChat is a bot that will hook to your Facebook page to allow you to either broadcast all of the people that you have communicated with through your messages on your business page. It will also do the response to your ads that I said, but then it allows you to have something respond to somebody right away when they first send you a message. So one thing that a lot of folks have a hard time with when they first set up is this welcome message right here. When you come in, again, it is critical that you come into this welcome message and adjust it. When you first sign up, it is going to say something that's pretty relative to ManyChat, so you want to make sure that you come in and adjust. When you do, you're going to put in whatever you would put for your first question. Now, something to remember, this is when somebody just sends you a message. So if someone goes to your business page, clicks on the blue button on the top, sends you a message and says, how, what are you doing? What business are you affiliated with? Is this a pyramid scheme or whatever? This is going to go right back to them. Now, when somebody hits send message, the very first thing that happens is it's going to show them a button on the bottom of their chat that says get started. That is a little bit weird for our consumers or our customers, but it is important that they're basically saying, yes, they're giving you permission to subscribe. So it's important to know that that is happening. Something I have been considering and I've been playing with is letting them know right here that it's a bot. So I'll explain that a little bit more in a second. So,
hey, Tarna, can I just jump in there? I just want to share something really quick, guys. Look on the right-hand side where it says sent to 51 people. Okay, that means 51, no, right where you're at, right, don't move. And delivered to 51, opened by 51. Okay, the average industry standard, if you're doing email marketing, you should see anywhere between like an 8 to a 12% open rate. You're looking at 100% open rate, guys. That is unheard of anywhere. That's why ManyChat is so vitally important for you guys to get this. So anyways, continue, Tarna, thanks.
That's a great point. Thank you, Sean. Actually, out of my 11 buyers, my last 11 buyers, since I've gotten the hang of ManyChat and really started using it, 8 of them have come from this tool. So I would really encourage, if you haven't taken the time to learn it, please spend the time. It is not a very incredibly intuitive system. So there are a lot of questions. So just kind of give it that grace before you even start. So when you come in and you want to edit this welcome message, you're going to come up to edit. Here, let me just copy that so I don't get rid of it. Here where you would type in your message, this little icon of a person here is helpful. You put in their first name, so it makes it a little bit more personalized. You have the option right here of a fallback. Typically, what that means is if Facebook cannot recognize their first name, what would be the fallback that you would approve ManyChat to use? I typically just type in the word there. So if ManyChat can't decipher their name, the message will come up to the person as hey there or welcome. I guess welcome there wouldn't work so well. Typically this is on my broadcast. So I'll take that off for here and I would just let them say welcome. And then I would type in whatever message that you want. Another thing you can do at the bottom is say thanks again and put in their first name. I've been doing this more so recently just to make it seem a little less automated. But I know as I have been talking with different people about the automation or about ManyChat, there's been a little reservation of, well, do they get concerned, or do you get people who say this is an auto message? And yes, I do get people who say this is an auto message. And the way that I respond has seemed to work well, because it usually ends up resulting in a conversation. I will respond with something of, absolutely, this is an automated message. I chose to do this business because I wanted to automate my life. I am a busy mom who is also taking care of her family. So please understand that, yes, it is an automated message. Something to that texture. And typically they will respond with, oh yeah, that makes sense. Or it actually kind of gives them a little bit of a subliminal message of, yes, we're telling you it's a 90% automated business for you. Let me show you that, or let me validate that. So this is just setting up your welcome message. Right here, this is something kind of critical to notice. This means that it's typing, it's going to show the 3 little dots that someone's typing a response for 19 seconds. That way, when somebody hits send message, it doesn't automatically blast them back with my response. It shows that I'm typing for 19 seconds. You can adjust that time however you would like by simply clicking on it here. Now, that is not an option that is there right when you start off. You want to scroll down here to the bottom and click this little delay option. When you click it, it's going to come to the bottom automatically. If you hover over, you're going to see this up and down arrow. You click and drag that above. Okay, you would leave that there for yours as you're setting it up, of course. I'm deleting mine because this is my true ManyChat. It is in service for me right now. So that is how you would set up your welcome message. Let me put mine back as it was, and I'm going to hit publish. Now, not everybody likes to have that little ManyChat message there, or that little welcome message. So take note of this option right up here, disabled and enabled. That option is on every one of the growth tools within ManyChat. So please realize that that is there. If you have something disabled and you think that it's working, it certainly isn't going to be. So watch that. If you do not want the welcome message, if you just want people to say how or what are you doing or anything along those lines, and you do not want ManyChat to respond on your behalf, you simply disable it. Now, another critical thing to remember is if you are not paying the $10 a month for ManyChat Pro, it is going to say below the message, powered by ManyChat. That is kind of the give and take. If they're giving you a free service, they're going to get free advertising. So if you're not paying for it, please be cognizant of that. If you are not paying for it and it says powered by ManyChat below, I would encourage you to maybe think through saying, hey, yes, before you even ask, this is an automated message. Let me tell you why. And give just a little bit of color to that. Don't try to hide from it, because if you're trying to hide from it, you're going to break the congruency and the trust that you're building. All right, so from there, how many of you, if you could type in the chat, are familiar with your saved replies in your messages on your fan page? What I mean by that is, do you know that you can set up something to have a standard response ready to pick from? All right. That's definitely something that I'll go over as well. So this is something that I use to get my subscribers. So if you have responded to 2,000 messages over the last 3, 6, 9 months, you are not going to have them automatically added into your bot once you start using the ManyChat service. When I first started it, how I got my first 200 subscribers was I came in here and set up a saved reply. And I went back through almost all, not all of them yet, almost all of the people I had spoken to between now and last March when I first got going.
And I sent them something basically saying, you know, reminding them at some point in the past they had reached out to me, and gave them a little bit more color about how my journey had been. And then at the bottom, I asked, if you are still interested in something along these lines, please reply yes. If not, please reply no, or something to that effect. That again is how I got my first 200 subscribers that then I could remind about the webinars. So when you come in, you click on this little icon down here for the comment, and you come up to manage replies. At the bottom, create reply, and then ManyChat bot or whatever you want to put in here. Now, something that is really critical in this is you can personalize this too. So be sure to put in.
Tarna, your computer might die. You might want to plug it in real quick.
Thank you. I'm going to pause for just a second. Actually, I'm going to pause for just a second because he's not going to be able to get it. If there's any questions that you guys have so far, if Sean, you want to collect those, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, guys, if you have any questions for Tarna so far about ManyChat, remember, you can just go to manychat.com. I hope her computer doesn't die, even though it'd be kind of funny but sad at the same time. So if you guys have any questions so far on ManyChat or anything else that we've covered tonight, just drop it in the chat roll and we'll make sure and answer it, because this is your guys' show, right? We put it together like with all of our experts that are crushing this business. We just want to give you everything that we know so you can start crushing it too. So,
all right. Can you hear me again?
Yes.
We're good.
Okay, I'm going to still be plugging in. But as I'm doing that, were there any questions, Sean?
Not that we heard. Nobody spoke up. No panelists. Nobody in the chat roll. So somebody called you a bad arse. So that's cool.
I have a question for you while you're plugging that in. My question is, or actually, it's for everyone. After what Tarna has shown so far, how many of those no's will turn into yes tonight or tomorrow? I'm going to go set up ManyChat. Just reply in the chat if you're actually gonna. See, there's 2 yeses. I will, and I'll put a little piece in here. All right, so a lot of people will, good. And like my little plug for ManyChat for you guys is, even if you're like, oh, I don't get it, I'll do that later when I have time, or I'm gonna figure it out, or feel like figuring it out. Just ignore that thought and then go do it anyway. Here's why. You can simply just go set it up. And as people are responding, your subscriber base will grow. So even if it's something that you're going to use later on, set it up now for free and just let it run in the background, because that'll really benefit you down the road.
Such a great point, Chris, because I know that for a long time I spent hours before a webinar going back through and reminding the folks in my messages that we were going to be live. And now I can do that in about 30 seconds with ManyChat. And that is by far one of the biggest saving graces I have on Mondays and Thursdays. So I'll go over that in the weeks to come. I'll also go over how you can set that up to reoccur automatically for you. So that way every Monday and every Thursday, you know you have a message going out while you're going and living life and still running the other aspects of your business. So jumping back real quick to how to get subscribers from some of the people that you have messaged in the past, this little saved response option is very, very helpful for me. Again, this little personalized option down here where you can add in the first name is really helpful as well. So if I just said, hi, testing, and hit save reply, when I want to go back through my messages, I would simply click on this little icon again down here, select that button. It's going to come up with their name plugged in, spelled correctly without autocorrect taking over for you, and you hit send. All right, that is how I got some of my upfront subscribers. Now for tonight, the last thing I wanted to go over with you was how to unsubscribe. This was something I got a little stuck with when people would be asking. There's 2 ways. One is if you send a message out on ManyChat, the system is set up automatically that if somebody were to respond with the word stop or the word unsubscribe, ManyChat will automatically unsubscribe them. So please be aware of that. You do not have to take any other actions at that point. If somebody sends you a message and within that message they're asking you to remove them, this is what you need to do. You would come into your audience. You would search their name here at the top. I don't know if I have a mic. Let's just see. Yep. And you would click on the person's name, and right here is your unsubscribe option. Once you select unsubscribe and close that window, they will no longer receive any messages from your broadcast or anything else that you do. That is all that I'm going to go over for. I will again, or in the weeks to come, show you how to best communicate them, communicate with them, whether it is a little motivational video that you send out every Saturday that I'll show you how to set up for 6 to 12 weeks at a time, or if it is your webinar broadcast that you would like to set up. That is my ManyChat series for tonight. I'll send it back to you, Sean.
So valuable, Tarna. Thank you so much.
You.
That was just
Awesome.
epic job. Like, love that, love that. Cool.